Hello everyone, welcome back to Unity Codes. This is part 9 of the series, and today we're going to make a very simple object that shoots projectiles. Now, to get started, first thing we're going to do is, in our traps, let's start by making a C# script. And let's call it shooting trap. Very simple. And just wait for your scripts. Let's make a new folder inside scripts called projectiles. And let's make a new script, call it enemy projectile, or whatever you want to call it. Wait for it to load. In our prefabs, make a new folder, call it projectiles, and there we go. Now the setup is done. Let's go into our script editor and open your enemy projectile script, open your shooting trap script, clean them out. In your shooting trap, let's get this out of the way, a public transform. Sorry, I spelled public wrong. Public transform fire point. And in our enemy projectile, let's do private rigid body 2D RB and private speed. Let's just say 2. We won't make it too fast. Private float speed. And let's say equals 2. Sorry for seeming a little rusty. This is my first run of the day of coding. And let's do start. RB equals get component rigid body 2D. And an update. RB dot velocity equals new vector 2. RB dot velocity dot x. No, sorry. Ignore that. Speed. And RB dot velocity dot y. And there we go. That's pretty much the bullet done already. Oh, wait, sorry. One more thing. And we're going to make a IE numerator called destroy this. Call it whatever. It's just what's going to destroy the bullet. Start coroutine, destroy this, and in here we're going to do yield, return new, wait for seconds, say after about 2 seconds, or we can say 5, destroy this. No, game object. This is just so if the bullet shoots out of the screen, it'll destroy after a while, so it's not, permanently just flying and using your PC's resources. And what we can also do is on trigger into 2D, destroy game object. Now we'll see if we have to change this, because maybe it'll destroy the bullet before it even touches anything. But this should just be if it touches a wall, touches a player, anything, it should just destroy itself. Alright, very simple. Now a way we can actually make sure it works, like we won't run into an issue, is choose this, destroy this, on touch, so rename it to on touch, change the yield trend to 0.01f, and destroy game object. And so destroy game object, it is start coroutine, destroy this on touch. We shouldn't have to do this, but just to be safe, this will just be so everything else will happen before this actually destroys itself. So if it touches the player, player will take damage before the bullet just destroys itself. Alright, so that is our bullet out of the way. And we're going to make a public game object bullet. And well, yeah, that's what we're going to do for now. Actually, let's start leave it empty for now. And in here, we're going to make a enumerator. Shoot. And it will be while true. So this means it'll just permanently loop. You'll return new, wait for seconds, and let's make a public float shooting speed. So we can determine in Unity how fast it shoots. We'll just say it's 1 by default. And what we'll do is instantiate bullet 5-point dot position, 5-point dot rotation. And this just means the bullet will shoot out at the 5-point position, which I'll show in a second, and the 5 points rotation. So if it's shooting left, the bullet will come out facing left. Whatever, that should work perfectly. Obviously in here, start coroutine, shoot. Beautiful. It's a very simple trap. Now, let's go back into Unity, wait for your scripts to load. Let us make a 2D object, square. Let's rename the square, shooting trap. And in there, make a empty object, call it fire point. It doesn't have to have a capital P. Go to your moving tool, like so. Actually, we're going to face it that way. That should be about right. So just move it right here till on the edge of it. Actually, exactly 0.5x on the x-axis. Make sure it's still 0 on the y. Always save your project, by the way. Let's make the color darkish red, just for now. It's a placeholder. And we can actually, for a visual improvement, first of all, put it on the entities sorting layer. Give it another 2D object, square. Let's just call it 5-point visual. Order in layer 1. Put in entities, not terrain. Make it black. Make it very small. So 0.1 on everything. And just move it 450, 0.450. So I'll say that's the shooting point. Now, we're going to make another object. 2D object. Make it a capsule. Let's call it bullet. Nah, let's just do a square. Sprites, square, bullet. Make it tiny. Let's do 0.2, 0.2, 0.2. And let's give it a box collider 2D. Say is trigger. Give it a rigid body 2D. Make the gravity scale 0. Angular drag 0. Freeze its rotation. Actually, don't freeze the rotation. Just leave it how it is. And that should be the bullet setup. Now, take the bullet. And let's change color. Let's make it the same color as the trap. Now take the enemy projectile script, put it on the bullet, then go in your shooting trap, put the shooting trap script on there. Also, give your shooting trap a box collider 2D. Leave it as it is. This is literally just so the player, can't just walk through it. And then what we're going to do is the 5-point transform. So drag the 5-point into there. And then the bullet, drag it into your prefabs folder for enemy projectiles. Well, not enemy projectiles, just projectiles. Also, put your bullet on the enemies tag and click apply all in the overrides. And then go back to your shooting trap, drag in the bullet, Your shooting speed's 1. Now, let's see what happens if we shoot. Well, if you press play. Oh, we can see one issue already. The bullet is instantly destroying itself on touching the trap. Okay, now to fix this, all we do is we move the fire point just a little bit further ahead. Let's say about 650. Actually, let's do 700. Now visually this will actually look normal. It's just, yeah. Let's press play. Let's see what happens. So you can see it's shooting. Now it is shooting a little bit fast. Remember, if the player touches one of these, he dies. So, to fix that problem, what we're going to do is we're going to take the shooting trap, make the shooting speed 3, very slow, and go on our enemy projectile, put the speed up to 3 as well, so it's a little bit faster. The player is still faster than the projectiles. Actually, let's be very generous. Shooting speed's 4, and the projectile speed is 4. So that should be faster than the player, actually. But it'll shoot really slow. So let's press play. Let's see how it shoots. Okay. That might be a little slow. Did not take into consideration how slow it would be, because it's in seconds. And now we head into our player stats script. And we're going to take our on collision. No. We're actually going to take this. And we go down. Paste it. Change collider to game object. And now it's on trigger as well. Now if you go back into Unity, wait for your scripts load, save as always. Let's move the trap down a bit. Let's just move like there. Go press play. Let's go to the trap. Stand on the trap. And if we touch the bullet, we should die. Yes, we do die. There you go. And now let's test if the shooting trap can shoot in different directions. So let's rotate it 180 and let's see what happens. No. There's one slight issue there. Don't really know why this is happening. Give me 1 second. So, hello everyone. I made one very simple mistake, and that is that ib.velocity in the update like this, and with this specific line of code, will always make it go to the right. Now to fix this, it's very simple. We're going to replace this with transform.right times speed. So this just takes the transform, whatever direction it's facing, times the speed. Now actually copy this, and to be more efficient, we're just going to put it in the start so it doesn't constantly update and change, well, use resources. Reason this doesn't matter is because if the bullet touches anything, it dies. So if its speed changes somehow, it just can't change because it dies instantly if it touches something. Now let's see. Here comes the bullet, touches us, we die. We retry. Here comes the bullet. We jump over it, we live. Jump over it again, we live. So now we have a very simple shooting trap that can face any direction. I'll try to show this without dying in the process. Oh, I'm terrible. There we go. As you can see, it is shooting upwards. We can take it, move it down more. It works. For fun, we could put the shooting speed on 0.1. Press enter. Look at it shoot. So yeah, there you guys go. A very simple shooting trap. Now let's just make the transform 0, and then we're going to take it, put it in our traps prefab, and then delete it. make sure with the shooting trap you did not tag it with enemies, because if the player touches it, he'll die. And in the next episode, we're actually going to do a sprite overhaul, so change how everything looks. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a nice day.